Good evening friends. Today we are going to solve some numericals on material balance in unit operations. Material balance in unit operations. So we know we have seen what are the guidelines how to solve this material balance in unit operations. First we have to write the given data. We should fix a basis for it. Then we should draw a block diagram and write the overall material balance and then individual material balance. And when the degrees of freedom is 0, this number of equations and number of unknowns are same, we can proceed to solve the problems. Okay, please. Evaporator is an important unit operation. Is widely used in food processing industries, chemical industries, craft paper industries, pharmaceutical industries. In these places, evaporation produces some concentrated liquids. Okay, and in evaporator, we will have one feed. There will be a feed stream, and there will be evaporated solvent or water will be evaporated. So there will be an evaporate. There will be a thick liquor or mother liquor, and sometimes there may be precipitation also. So there may be possibility for precipitates formation. So in most of the cases precipitate formed will be 0. So we will majorly consider feed equal to evaporate plus thick liquor. If precipitate is present, then feed is equal to evaporate plus thick liquor plus precipitates. Okay, so F equal to E for evaporate, T for thick liquor, P for precipitate formed. Okay, and actually economy of an evaporator depends upon how much water is evaporated per kg of stream. So it is even defined like economy or evaporator economy or steam economy in an evaporation operation is the number of kilogram of water vaporized from all the effects per kg of steam used or per kg of steam consumed. For every kg of steam supplied to the system, how much water is vaporized in all the effects, as if it is a multiple effect or single effect. So depending among all the effects of the evaporator, how much water is evaporated per kg of steam is called as steam economy. So determine the economy of the steam economy or economy of evaporator. Then we should find out the total evaporate. By material balance only we will come to know what is the total kg of water evaporated or solvent evaporated, and we know how much steam is supplied. So total amount of vapor formed divided by total amount of steam supplied will give us kg of water vaporized per kg of steam. So that also we can determine in later stage. Okay, right now we will do a simple numerical. Okay, how we write individual material balance? So mass fraction is xf in feed. So xf into f is equal to mass fraction of solids in thick liquor is xt into t plus xp into p, where xp is mass fraction of solids in precipitate, plus xe into e, where xe is the mass fraction of solids in the evaporate. Mostly xe equal to 0 because solid carrying away with evaporate will be minimized by various means. So equally we will have simple material individual material balance. Whatever amount of solid that is present in the feed will be present in the thick liquor. So xf into f is equal to xt into t will be the material balance when there is no precipitate formation and no carry away of solids along with evaporates. Okay, so just write down what is xf, xt, xp and xe. X is x percentage means it is mass percentage. If x is, it is mass fraction. Xt, xp and xe are and xf. So these are mass fractions in the feed, mass fraction in the thick liquor xt, mass fraction in the precipitate which is xp, and mass fraction in the evaporate which is xe. Okay. Hello. So take down this problem. This is a numerical on evaporator, or even we can say drying. So during drying, solvent gets evaporated. So it comes under both evaporator as well as dryer. Take down. Wood containing 40% moisture wood containing 40% moisture is dried to 5% moisture. Wood containing 40% moisture is dried to 5% moisture. What mass of water in kg, what mass of water in kg is evaporated per kg of dry wood, per kg of dry wood? Actually, in this problem we can take basis accordingly. Either you can do first do the calculation for considering 1 kg of wet wood that is entering the system. Feed can be 1 kg, you can assume. Then accordingly you can convert to for what is the corresponding amount of water that is evaporated, like that. Otherwise directly we can assume 1 kg of dry wood is present in the feed. Accordingly, what should be the feed? That you can, either way you can do. Okay, we will do in one way, you can try it in the other way yourself. Okay, so first we here also fixing the basis is more important. That's why first problem I have given in such way. How to choose a basis? Okay, first we will choose a basis of 1 kg of wet wood that is entering the system. That is 1 kg of feed. 1 kg of feed is we are going to consider now. Okay, that means it is given that it contains 40% moisture and it is processed in the system where it gets dried or evaporated, water solvent gets evaporated and it gets dried to reduce its moisture content from 40% to 5%. The moisture is reduced from 40% to 5%. So there is some amount of water which is being evaporated out of the system. So we have to make a material balance. There is one input, that is feed, which contains both dry solids as well as some amount of moisture water in it. Then water is getting evaporated. There is a evaporated water which is one output. Another output is a dried product which is having less amount of water, that is only 5% of moisture is present in the system. This numerical we have to try. So first write a basis, then draw a block diagram, then you try to write the overall material balance and individual material balance to obtain the final answer. Okay, try it, use your own calculator. Okay, so we are going to solve this problem now. Data given, first we will write the given data. It is given that wood containing 40% moisture is dried to 5% moisture. So you make a block diagram of an evaporator or dryer. So you make a box. So we will have a feed. So we have a feed and then we have a product, then we have evaporation of water from it. Before that we have to consider a basis. Okay, so what is the basis here? Actually there are two ways to solve this problem. Either you can consider 1 kg of dry wood as the basis, otherwise 1 kg of feed as the basis. In this I am going to use 1 kg of feed as the basis because moisture content is given in 40%, right? So it is easier if I consider 1 kg of feed. So we are having a feed stream, we have a product stream, and then we have evaporation of water. Okay, water is separated out from the system. So we have a feed which contains 40% moisture. So moisture is 40%, and we have a product which has a moisture content of 5%. So if 1 kg of feed is considered, what will be the kg of feed? So the feed contains, let f kg be the feed, let E kg be the water evaporated, let P be the product in kg which comes out. Okay, so what we have is 40% water here. So out of 1 kg of feed, 40% is water, mean how much? 0.6 kg is water. So remaining, how much is your dry wood? Dry wood will be 0.6 kg. So if we consider 1 kg of feed wood as the basis, then dry wood amount will be 0.6 kg and water content will be 0.4 kg. That is moisture content is
0.4 percentage. So whatever is the amount of dry wood that is present in the system, it will be leaving the system. So that is the minimum content, because water is present in three streams. So here our key component is dry wood. So that makes us a easy individual material balance. So whatever amount is entering, the same amount will be present in the product. So if it is, therefore 0.6 kg of dry wood will be leaving the stream. So if 1 kg, 5% means 0.05, it is written 00, but I used 0.05 only in the next line. So 1 kg contains 0.05 kg of water. Therefore, how much water will be associated with 0.6 kg of dry wood? So the amount of moisture associated with 0.6 kg of dry wood will be 0.03 kg of water. 0.03 kg of water. I repeat, 1 kg of wood will contain 5% of moisture, means 0.5 kg of 0.6 kg of product, dry wood will be associated with 0.03 kg of water. Okay. So then what we have to do? Mass of water evaporated in kg is 0.37. How we get 0.37? We subtract this 0.4 kg of water by 0.03 kg of water. So we get this amount. So mass of water evaporated is 0.37 kg when there is 0.6 kg of dry wood being processed in the system. But here in the question we are asked to find out, for 1 kg of dry wood process, what is the corresponding water evaporated. Okay, so we can write, for 1 kg of dry wood, water evaporated will be, so how to calculate that? It is again proportion ratio. So for 0.6 kg of dry wood processed, for every 0.6 kg of dry wood process, we have 0.37 kg of water being evaporated. For every 0.6 kg of dry wood being processed, 0.37 kg of water is evaporated. Therefore, for 1 kg of dry wood to be processed, 1 into 0.37 divided by 0.6 kg will be the amount of water that is being processed. So we get 0.616 kg of water being processed. So that is the required answer. We can write it in a sentence. Amount of water evaporated is 0.616 kg of water per 1 kg of dry wood. So you can write, amount of water evaporated per 1 kg of dry wood is 0.616 kg of water when moisture content is reduced from 40% to 5%. Moisture content is reduced from 40% to 5%. So you can redo this numerical by changing this percentage to 50 to 10. So what will be the amount of water evaporated? Okay.
So what we have done in this numerical, we have determined the amount of water evaporated per kg of dry wood when the feed containing 40% moisture is dried to 5% moisture. So we have taken a basis. We have taken a basis of 1 kg of feed wood. So 1 kg of feed wood contains 60% dry wood, which is 0.6 kg. It contains 40% moisture, which is 0.4 kg of water. So whatever is the amount of dry wood that is entering the system, a single effect evaporator concentrating a weak liquor containing 4% solids to 55% solids by weight is fed with 5000 kg per hour of weak solution. A single effect evaporator concentrating a weak liquor containing 4% of solids to 55% solids by weight is fed with 5000 kg per hour of weak solution. Calculate the evaporation rate and flow rate of thick liquor. Calculate the evaporation rate and flow rate of thick liquor. So it's a simple problem. There is no precipitate formation. So P equal to 0, Xp equal to 0. There is no loss of solids along with the evaporate. So Xc equal to 0. So we are going to make a straight individual material balance. Whatever is the amount of solids present in the feed, that is equal to amount of solids present in the thick liquor only. One input, one output. It is present in one input and one output only. So we can write overall material balance and then individual material balance. So for basis is given directly. Try to solve this problem. We have a feed stream. We have evaporate E kgs. Let feed be F kgs. We have mother liquor or thick liquor T kg, and if there is any precipitate P kg will be there. So in this problem there is no precipitate formation, so P is equal to 0. Okay, we have a basis given in the question itself, 5000 kg per hour. So basis is F equal to 5000 kg per hour. F equal to 5000 kg per hour. Now what is given? It is given 4% of solids is present in the weak liquor. So weak liquor concentration is given 4%. So we can write XF equal to 0.04. 0.04. See, remember, if it is 40%, it is 0.4. If it is 4%, it is 0.04 is the mass fraction. Similarly, the mass fraction of solids in thick liquor is also given. Okay, mass fraction of solids in the liquor is given. So xt is amount of solids in T, xe is amount of solids in E, xp is amount of solids in precipitate. So in this problem there is no precipitate formation, so P is 0, xp is 0. Okay, and also xe is also 0. Okay, solute amount of solute or solid present in the evaporate also 0. So this is general material balance diagram which I have drawn. So in this particular problem we don't have any P and also there is no Xe. Okay, Xe equal to 0 because it is pure water which is evaporated. Okay, so we can write the overall material balance. What is the overall material balance? F equal to T plus E, that is the equation number 1. Feed is equal to thick liquor plus evaporate. F is given 5000, we can substitute 5000 equal to T plus E, rearrange to write what is E in terms of T. It's not T minus 5000, it should be E equal to 5000 minus T. Okay, 5000 minus T. Label it, let it be 1A, equation number 1A. Now what we have tried? Individual material balance for solids. For individual material balance for solids, as I said, it is present only in the feed and only in the thick liquor. There is no precipitate in this problem and evaporate is not containing any solids. Therefore, individual material balance is 40% of 5000, that is 0.04 into 5000 is equal to 0.55 into T. Okay, so this is equation number 2. Solving T, what we get is T value. Please use your calculator. 0.04 into 5000 divided by 0.55 will give us the value of T kg. Okay, then so once you substitute this, let the T value be 3, substitute 3 in 1A, we get the value of E. Okay, so E is equal to 5000 minus T value will give us the value of E. So that will be the answer. Please use your calculator. Let me save this file, export it and save it as a problem, new numerical on evaporator. Meanwhile you complete your calculation. So let me clear this table screen. Now do the calculation. Substituting the values, 0.04 into 5000 divided by 0.55. That is 0.04 into 5000 equal to 0.55 into T. So we get T is equal to 363.6 kg. Please check your answer. Then E value is 5000 minus 363.6, which is 4636.4 kg. 4636.5. Okay, it should be 4636.4 kg per hour, kg per hour. Okay, so answer you can write E is equal to in sentence how you can write the thick liquor flow rate and evaporation rates are this and this, you can write. Okay, so what we have calculated, T is thick liquor flow rate, so we can write thick liquor flow rate is 363.6 kg per hour, and the evaporation rate is 4636.4 kg, 4636.4 kg per hour. Okay, so whatever is your calculator answer, you write that one. Okay, so what we have done in this problem, a feed 5000 kg per hour is having a solid concentration of 4 mass percentage, and it has to be concentrated to 55%. So we have written the overall material balance and individual material balance. Overall material balance is 5000 equal to T plus E, and we expressed E in terms of T, which is 5000 minus T. Then we wrote individual material balance. So in individual material balance, we calculated 0.04 into 5000 is equal to 0.55 into T. On simplification, we got the value of T. Once we got the value of T, we substituted in the E equal to 5000 minus T and got the answer. Okay, so let me save this file. Meanwhile, you complete the writing the answer in sentence. Multiple effect evaporator handles 100 tons per day of cane sugar. Feed contains 30% solids. Feed contains 30% of solid, while the concentration in the leaving stream is 75% solids. While the concentration in the leaving stream is 75% solids. Calculate the amount of water evaporated per day. Calculate the amount of water evaporated per day. I repeat, a multiple effect evaporator handles 100 tons per day of cane sugar. Feed contains 30% solids, and while the concentration in the leaving stream is 75% solids. Calculate the amount of water evaporated per day. So what we have to do here, we have to write the basis here. Basis is 100 tons per day of feed. Okay, then we have to make a block diagram. So you have a feed stream, you have evaporate, and we have a thick liquor. Okay, so there are 3 streams here. So there is 1 input and 2 outputs. So we can write the overall material balance as feed is equal to thick liquor plus evaporate, F equal to T plus E. That is our equation 1. So F value is our basis. Basis is F equal to 100 tons per day. F equal to 100 tons per day. So we can substitute the values of 100, F equal to 100 in equation 1. We have 100 equal to T plus E. So we can rearrange to write E in terms of T. E is equal to 100 minus T. So let it be equation number 1A. So next is individual material balance for solids. So what is the concentration of solid, mole fraction, mass fraction of solids in the feed? It is given 30%. So XF is equal to 30 divided by 100, which is 0.30. Similarly, what is XT? Let XT be the mass fraction of solids in thick liquor, and its fraction percentage is given 75%. So you can write XT equal to 0.75, 0.75. So what is the individual material balance? It is XF into F is equal to XT into T. Okay, so XF into F is equal to XT into T. We have 3 values, only one unknown value is capital T, that is thick liquor flow rate. So we will substituting these values, F equal to 100, XF equal to 0.3, xt equal to 0.75, we will simplifying, we will get T equal to 40 tons. Substitute in the use your calculator and you will get 40 tons as the answer. Okay, so then another how to get the value of E, we have 1A equation. Substitute, let T equal to 40 tons per day is the equation number 2. Substitute this equation number 2 in equation 1A, we get the value for evaporate E value. E is equal to 100 minus T. So 100 minus T is 100 minus 40, which is equal to 60 tons per day. So we get evaporation rate equal to 60 tons per day. Calculation 0.3 into 100 divided by 0.75 is 40. So our T value is 40 kg. T value is, I'll write it with a different color. We get T is equal to 40 kg. Sorry, it is here, it is tons. 40 tons per day. So let it be equation number 3. If you substitute 3 in 2, not 2, 3 in 1, we get E equal to 100 minus T. Therefore, E is equal to 100 minus 40, which is 60. E equal to 100 minus 40, which is 60 tons per day. 60 tons per day. We should not confuse here because most of the problem we do with kg per day. That's why we get confused. So carefully check the question once we complete the answer. In the sentence you write, in this question it is asked calculate the amount of water evaporated per day. So we can write from the question itself, amount of water evaporated per day is 60 tons per day. 60 tons per day. So that is our required answer for this question. Okay, 60 tons per day. So what is given in this problem? It is given that 100 tons per day of cane sugar is processed in a multiple effect evaporator. The feed is containing 30% solids. Product stream, that is a thick liquor, is containing 75% solids. So what we wrote is, first we wrote the basis as 100 tons per day of feed. Feed is 100 tons per day. So we wrote overall material balance F equal to T plus E. We rearranged to write T, what is E equal to F minus T, that is 100 minus T, which is equation number 1A. Then we wrote individual material balance for solids, which is 0.3 into 100 equal to 0.75 into T. On simplification, we got T value as 40 tons per day. Then we substituted, this equation is 2. Substituting 2 in 1A,
single effect
we got
evaporator
what is the value
is
of
fed
E.
with
E is 60 tons
10,000
per
kg per
day.
hour of
So we wrote the
liquor
final answer as
containing
evaporation rate is 60 tons
15%
per
caustic
day.
soda, that is NaOH. A single effect evaporator is fed with 10,000 kg per hour of weak liquor containing 15% of NaOH, caustic soda by weight. And it is concentrated to 40% NaOH. It is concentrated to 40% NaOH. Calculate the evaporation rate and the thick liquor flow rate. Calculate the rate of evaporation and thick liquor. Okay, so I repeat, a single effect evaporator is fed with 10,000 kg per hour of weak liquor containing 15% caustic soda by weight, and it is concentrated to 40% caustic soda. Calculate the thick liquor flow rate and evaporation rate. Okay, simple material balance problem. In this problem also there is no precipitate formation, therefore P equal to 0, Xp equal to 0, and there is no loss of solids along with evaporate, so Xe equal to 0. So whatever is the amount of solid present in the feed, that is present in the product also. Okay, so that way it is a similar problem only, you can try to solve it.
Okay, I will also solve, you also solve, we will check our answers. Okay, ready? So first write down the basis. Basis is given 10,000 kg per hour. We can write the overall material balance. So overall material balance is F equal to thick liquor plus evaporate. Okay, there is no precipitate. Okay, let it be equation number 1. Then we can write the individual material balance for solids. So here solid is caustic soda. Okay, and it is given in the feed, it contains 15% caustic soda. Therefore XF is equal to 0.15. Okay, so we can write the individual material balances. XF into F is equal to X subscript T into T. Okay, that is equation number 2. Because Xe is equal to 0, there is no solid carried away by the evaporate. So Xe into E we won't write. Okay, so we have written overall material balance F equal to T plus E, and individual material balance XF into F is equal to XT into T only. We are not written Xe into E because there is no solids present in the evaporate. Okay, so here the data is given 10,000. So we can write 10,000 is equal to T plus E. Rearranging, we can write E equal to 10,000 minus T, which is equation number 1A. Okay, so this we are going to do because once we find the T value, we are going to substitute in this equation 1A. Okay, so if you draw a block diagram, we have F is the feed, and we have E as the evaporate, T is the thick liquor, and precipitate in this case is 0. Okay, therefore that's why we got overall material balance equal to F equal to only T plus E. XF is equal to given 15% caustic soda, therefore XF is 0.15, and XT is amount of caustic soda present in the mother liquor or thick liquor, that is 0.40. Remember, in crystallizer we use it as mother liquor. Here we use it like only thick liquor. Okay, here whatever whether we say mother liquor or thick liquor, it means thick liquor here, concentrated product. So we can write the given data XF equal to 0.15, XT equal to 0.4, F equal to 10,000. So these values, if we substitute in equation number 2, we get XF is 0.15 multiplied by 10,000 is equal to 0.40 into T. On simplification, please use your calculator. We will get the X value in kg per hour. Okay, if I open my calculator, so 0.15 multiplied by 10,000 divided by 0.4 is equal to 3750. You also check your own answer. So you can write 3750 kg per hour is the amount of thick liquor flow rate. This is the flow rate of thick liquor. Now let it be equation number 4. If you substitute 4 in 1A, we get the value of evaporate. So what is E? E is equal to 10,000 minus T. 10,000 minus 3750 gives us the answer. Please use your calculator. What is the answer? You will get 6230 as the answer. 30 or 50? It should be 50. So which is 6250 kg per hour as the value. So that is the answer. We can write the answer in sentence. Okay, I am typing here. So what is the question? Refer to the question and write the sentence accordingly. Thick liquor flow rate is 3750 kg per hour, and the evaporation rate is 6250. Remember, you please verify the equation in one of the material balance equation. If you substitute the values of 4 and 5, 4 is 3750, 5 is 6250, summation of these two should become 10,000. So then only our answer is correct. Okay, let me save this file, export it to some folder. I hope you are also getting the same answer. If you get different answer, please check it back. Okay.
check down this problem. A crystallizer is charged with 100 kg of solution containing a crystallizer is charged with 100 kg of a solution containing 25% barium nitrate BaNO3 twice 25% barium nitrate in water. Here it is given a solution, a crystallizer is charged with a liquid solution 100 kg of liquid solution containing 25% of barium nitrate. 25% of barium nitrate in water. That means how much percentage is the water? 75% is water. So 25%, if A is barium nitrate, S is solvent. Here A is 25%, B is 75%. See, remember, it is no chemical reaction is involved. All the data given are in mass percentage. On cooling, 10% of the original water present in it gets evaporated. On cooling, 10% of the original water present in it is evaporated. Calculate the yield of crystals. Calculate the yield of crystals when the solution is cooled to 283 Kelvin. Calculate the yield of crystals when the solution is cooled to 283 Kelvin. Solubility data is given at a given temperature. When the temperature is cooled to 283 Kelvin, solubility data is given. Solubility at 283 Kelvin is 7 kg of barium nitrate per 100 kg of total water. 7 kg of barium nitrate per 100 kg of total water is the solubility. So when the concentration is beyond this amount, then crystallization will occur. The crystal will be separated out. That's what we have seen. Okay, so beyond its saturation, whatever is in excess will get crystallized out. That is the principle of crystallization, and the crystals that are formed are of purity, or 100% purity. That means mole fraction, mass fraction of solute in the crystals is 1. That is, mass fraction of solvent, water in the crystal is 0. So that we should know, even if it is not mentioned, these things we are supposed to know this. Okay. So a crystallizer is given, a system is crystallization. Here 100 kg of feed is there, it contains 25% of the solute, and upon cooling 10% of the solvent present in it gets evaporated. So amount of water evaporated can be easily determined. Then we have to determine the amount of crystal that is formed in this system. Okay, try to solve it. So first write the given data, then go for material balance, make a block diagram, and then go for overall material balance and write the individual material balance, and try to solve it to find out what is the amount of mother liquor and amount of crystal formed. Okay, try it.
A. What is S? Here A is barium. What is A? Barium nitrate, NO3 twice. S is solvent, which is water. Okay. So we have to make a diagram, block diagram. Okay, so let it be an evaporate crystallizer. Okay, so in this crystallizer, feed is entering. Let F equal to 100 kg is entering. Okay, and it is given that XA is given 0.25, which means 25 kg A. Okay, what is excess? 0.75, which means 75 kg water. Okay, so this is the feed concentration. We have been given feed concentration, that is 25. It contains 25. In the question it is given 25% A, 75% solvent water. So we are writing the mole fraction of A in feed is 0.25. Therefore, amount of A present in feed is 0.25 into 100, which is 25 kg. And similarly, the solvent is water here. It is 75 remaining is water. Therefore, 75% is our water concentration, which means 75 kg of water is present in the feed. So now we have feed condition. What it is given? It is given that some cooling is taking place, and therefore some evaporation takes place, and let E be the kg of water evaporated. Okay, let X be the kg of water evaporated. Then what is the product leaving? So we are going to get some crystal coming out of the system. So C is the kg of crystal coming out. Let C be the kg. Here you write. Let C is the crystals. C is the kg of crystals that is formed. Okay. All are in kg. A is in kg. S is in kg. C is in crystal. So what will be leaving at the bottom of the tank system? So that will be mother liquor M. Let M kg be the amount of mother liquor that is leaving the system. Remember another data. So what is the mole fraction of A in this one? What will be the mole fraction? Mole fraction of A. Mole fraction of A. What will be the mole fraction of A here? XA in C is equal to 1. Remember, it is pure crystal. We have studied the concept. We are going to get pure crystal. That is the advantage of this process, right? So the crystals formed will be very pure in the system. So we have pure crystal, which means amount of solvent present in the solvent is 0. Therefore, XAC is equal to 1. Okay. And in mother liquor, what is given is solubility is given. What is the solubility? Solubility is given as 7 kg of 7 kg is present in 7 kg of barium nitrate in 100 kg of water, right? 7 kg of water will be present in 100 kg of water. That is what is mole fraction? 7 divided by 100 plus 7 equal to 7 by 107 is the mole fraction of A in mother liquor. Mole fraction of A in mother liquor is 7. It is given 7 kg of solute will be present in 100 kg of water. Therefore, mole fraction is total, right? So it should be 7 kg of A by amount of A 7 plus amount of water. That is 7 divided by 100 plus 7, which is 7 by 107. So please use your calculator to get XAM value. XAM will be equal to, how much you get? 0.0654. 0.0654 will be the mole fraction of solute A, that is barium nitrate in mother liquor M. Okay, so we have mole fraction of this here, mole fraction of this here, mole fraction of A in the feed is 1. What will be the mole fraction of A in E? XA in E is equal to 0. Okay, it is assumed that only pure water will be evaporated. Solvent will be evaporated. The amount of solute present in the vaporized solvent will be negligible or 0. That is assumed. If it is specifically mentioned, we have to consider that. Let me say some 1% is lost along with vapor. Then we have to consider that 1%, 0.01 as a mole fraction. Right now in this numerical, it is not mentioned that the vapor leaving will contain any solute. Therefore, it is 0. Similarly, here the solvent present in the crystal will be 0 because the crystal formed are pure. Okay, that is in the principle of crystallization itself. Okay, so this is image 1 saved. Let me save it. Let us export this as image. Lecture 21, numerical 1, crystal A part. Okay. Now what we have to do? Now we have to write the overall material balance. Okay. So what is overall material balance? F equal to, overall material balance. What is overall material balance? So the overall material balance here is F equal to, there is an evaporator, there is a crystal formation, there is mother liquor. Let it be equation number 1. Okay, it is given F equal to 100. 100 is equal to, E is given. How we can find out E? It is mentioned that, I'll write here, 10% of solvent present in 10% of solvent in F is evaporated. Okay, that is 0.10 into 75 is equal to 7.5 kg is the E value. Okay, so E is 7.5. E value is 7.5. So you can write here 100 plus 100 equal to 7.5 plus C plus M. So what we can write? C is equal to, what you can write? You can write, sorry, so we can write 100 minus 7.5. How much? 100 minus 7.5 is 97.5, right? Sorry, 92.5. 100 minus 7.5 is 92.5 equal to C plus M. We can write C is equal to 92.5 minus M. Let it be 2. Okay. So what we have done? First feed is given. Feed is given. So here feed is 100. E we have determined because it is mentioned in the problem that 100% of so you can see on cooling 10% of the original water present evaporates. That's what it is given. So what we have done, 10% is 0.10 fraction, and it is 75% of water is present in the feed. Therefore 75 is the kg is the amount of solvent that is present in the feed. Okay, therefore so what we get is E equal to 7.5. So we are substituting the values to get a relationship between C and M. What is C? Is the amount of crystal that is precipitated out, and M is the mother liquor kg. Okay, so we are expressing C in terms of M. Let it be 2. So this is overall material balance. So we have written overall material balance. Now we will write individual material balance for solute. Individual material balance for solute A. So what is the individual material balance for solute A? How much is the amount of solute A present in the feed into total amount of feed is equal to, so in E it is 0.
Okay, so therefore 0 plus XA in C plus XA in C into amount of C, XA in M into M. Okay, so that is the individual material balance. We can substitute the equation XA into F. XA is given 0.25, right? So 0.25 into 100 equal to XA into C is 1, right? So 1 into C plus XAM we have determined, right? So in the previous slide, if you look, we have determined what is XAM. You have seen we have determined XAM value. XAM value is 0.0654, right? How we determine that XAM value? It is given that solubility at the given temperature operating conditions is 7 kg in 100 kg of water. Therefore, mole fraction is 7 divided by 100 plus 7, which is 0.0654. Okay, so that's what we have determined. So we can substitute that value here. So what we get is 0.0654 m. Okay, let it be 4. So what we have relationship is 2 and what we have is 4. So for this value of C, we can substitute 92.5 minus m. So what we can do is, the left hand side is your 25 is equal to C is there. So our C we can write 92.5 minus m plus 0.0654 m. Solving this equation, simplification gives you what is m value. Find out what is m value. So what you get is m kg. How much? What is the mother liquor amount? What is the mother liquor amount? So what we are doing is we are writing individual material balance for solute A. What is A? We have defined barium nitrate, and XA, it is the amount of A present in feed, that is a mole fraction. So mole fraction into mass fraction. Remember, wherever I told mole fraction, it is mass fraction in this problem. Okay, without chemical reaction, we consider kg basis, and whatever is the fraction, that is mass fraction. So you have XA is 0.25 into F, 0.25 into 100 is 25. E, amount of solute present in evaporator is 0. So that's why we are not consider that. But in crystalled out, it is pure crystal. So 100% solute. So you have mole fraction equal to, mass fraction equal to 1. So 1 into C, here mass fraction is 0.0654 into M. Okay, so what we get is M equal to, simplification, we get M value. Let me write here. So what is the value M value? M equal to 72.5. Right? So once we get M value, we can get how much is the crystal, how much crystal has been separated out. How much crystal is separated out. So how to find that? Let it be 5. Substituting 5 in 2, we get C equal to 92.5 minus 72.5. How much is equal to? Please tell how much kg? So that is your answer. Let me check it in my calculator. (92.5) minus 72.5 equal to 20. So we get 20 as the
amount of crystal that is separated out. So how to verify? We have seen that in the step-by-step procedure. We have seen what should be done, right? So we have to verify the values. Okay. So how to verify the values? We have to substitute in either overall material balance. Overall material balance is F equal to E plus C plus M. Here F equal to 100, E is 7.5, C is 20, and M is 72.5. Summation is equal to 100 or not. If LHS is equal to RHS, our values are correct. That is, we have verified it. So what is the question here? Again, go through the question and write the answer in sentence. Okay. It is asked calculate the yield of crystals when the solution is cooled to 283 Kelvin. So what should be the answer? The yield of crystal is this much kg. So that's what we have to write. We can write the answer as, so let me make it colorful. Okay, answer. So we can write the answer. Amount of crystal formed at given temperature is this much kg. How much kg? Amount of crystal formed is C equal to 20 kg. Okay. Amount of crystal formed is 20 kg. Is that correct? So you will get a value in fractions also. You may get even 20.19.8 to 20.2. So in that range, the value is correct. Okay. So that is the answer. Should I summarize what we have done in this problem? So that is the end of the problem. Thank you for joining my classroom. We'll meet in the next problem. If you have any doubt in this problem, please go through the video again and contact me if you have any doubts. Thank you.